Hello, coaches. My name is Emilie Moreck, and I'm here to share with you my takeaways from the New Leader Conference. I had so many takeaways that honestly, it was when I sat down to think about what I even wanted to say to you. I feel like there was so much. I didn't even know where to start, but I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in. First though, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have two little boys, Raphael and Matan, ages 2 and 4. I am married to my best friend. I became a coach in 2013 and didn't really get started, I would say, until the very beginning of 2014. And coaching has been nothing short of the biggest blessing to my life. So being at the New Leader Conference just felt like fireworks. Like, it was such an amazing experience, you guys. If you've been to Summit, you know how amazing that is. And I would say that the New Leader Conference is like a billion times better, if that's even possible. But for me, it was such an honor to be there to represent my team. And I felt like you go, and I didn't know what to expect, really. I had heard such great things about the New Leader Conference, but it was such a small group. It was like 250 or 300 coaches, and so you get very specific training for us. Hey, Kelly, for us as leaders, and it was just very focused, very specific. You felt like you were there for a purpose, and it was just dynamic. Like, I can't thank Beachbody Corporate enough for hosting this event, and because it changed everything for me, and I had a million light bulb moments. So definitely right now, put it on your goal board, dream board, like this is happening, that you're going to be at the New Leader Conference next year if you've never been, because this is a must. So I'm just going to kind of start sharing some tips with you guys, or takeaways. So the very first takeaway I had in the beginning is the leadership ladder. It's something that I have learned a little bit about before going to the New Leader Conference, taken some trainings, and heard that it's important, but it really clicked for me at the conference just how important it is for us as leaders to kind of gauge our progress and our team's progress by that. It was talking about how a strong diamond needs to be a team leader, and that they're much less likely to drop rank if they are team leader on the leadership ladder. And that really, for whatever reason, that just hit a light bulb with me of oh, that makes sense. And now I have more, I just felt like I knew more how to help my team through that. With that, they were saying, everything you do, I think it was Michael Neiman, but he was talking about everything you do, you're going to be doing in an imperfect environment. So master the mechanics, and that will help you get, and then through trial and error and consistency, you'll get through those rough patches. And that really clicked with me as well, because we all face, it's always an imperfect environment, right? I have kids running all around, and life happens, and this, that, and the other, but if you master the mechanics, and so you can execute better, and you can avoid those obstacles and get through them better. And so just really knowing and learning the leadership ladder and helping your team with that really stuck out to me. Sorry, got sick this week, and I still sound a little manly, so excuse me while I cough and hack. But number 2, Ashley Smith, she was a top 10 coach this year, and I just loved listening to her so much. She opened by saying, you were invited here because you were a leader. And when she said that, I honestly got emotional, because going into the New Leader Conference, I kind of felt like, why am I here? Am I even a leader? I don't really feel like a leader. And then she said that that's how she felt. She was actually at the New Leader Conference last year, and she said she got there kind of feeling the same way. I don't really feel like a leader, and I don't really know, why I'm here. But then she had all these light bulb moments, and she finished the year as a top 10 coach. And it just showed me what is possible when you take what you learn and apply and then just get into action. And it also really resonated with me that if we are here as coaches, we all are leaders. And to just really like dive into personal development that helps mastering that leadership mindset so that you can help your teams and help them develop as leaders. So that really stuck out to me, and I love that. Something else that Ashley said is that coaching is a gift. It's not a job. That we all struggle and have obstacles, but when we use them for gains, that's when the magic happens. And I just loved that she said that coaching is a gift, because I feel like it's so easy sometimes to get caught up in like what needs to be done, or, oh, I have to do this, or I have to post, or I have to invite, or I have to do the power hour, or I have to hop on this call or whatever. But if we just flip the switch and think about it as a gift, like it is such a gift to be a coach. It is such a gift to be on our own health and fitness journey and help others on their journey. And like, it is just such a gift. It's such a positive environment. And if we approached it like that, how much differently would we handle our business? How much differently would we handle our days? And that really stuck out to me. And something else that she said that I loved, I think it was Ashley, but she made this point of like, you can't quit, because like if you decide one day that you're not going to show up as a coach on social media or for your team, or if you decide to quit altogether, it's basically like saying to that person that you originally invited into your team, or the person you originally invited to your challenge group, that you're not that special, that you don't actually have that much potential, that, that you can't actually reach your goals. It's basically saying, like, if you're quitting on them, it's basically saying that, like, everything you said wasn't real. And that really just stuck out to me of, if we approached it like that, of showing up day in and day out with joy, and that this is a gift, and that we have a responsibility to these people in our challenge groups and in our teams, to show up for them with love. Like, how much differently would we approach this? So I really love that. I'm sorry, guys. This is ridiculous with the hacking. Okay. So this is so ridiculous. And I keep getting like fever hot flashes. So something that Melanie Mitro said, this was a huge light bulb moment for me, and I've always kind of wondered. She is top coach 3 years in a row, which is amazing. And I'm like, how do you do it, woman? Like, you have kids, you have a huge organization, and it just all made sense to me then, like, why she has been the #1 coach for the last 3 years, when she broke down everything and showed how organized she is and how intentional she is with her time. And she was saying, create a plan and you won't fail. Pick the top 3 things that are most important in your business to do, and do those first. And she was just really talking about, like, saying no to distractions, like setting your priorities, like write out what is the most important to you and then adjust accordingly. So if something does not align with your priorities, just say no to it. And it just really spoke to me, because like seeing how she lays out her days and how she laid out her week, like she schedules in through a Google Calendar every hour of the day. And so it really showed me how she's able to be so effective with her time. It was like from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. every single day. She schedules in her workout and her shower. And then she said, like, from like 8 to 12 or something, she's working on her business. And she was saying, like, my personal business time, that's not spending time with her team, that's her personal business. So inviting and, everything you do to grow your business. She spends that time intentionally. She doesn't answer phone calls during that time. It is completely on her business. She turns off all notifications. She's not scrolling the news feed. She's intentional with her time. And she sets timers. So, you know, instead of like going into your challenge group and an hour later, you finally are done checking in with everyone, it's like set a 15-minute timer. And she says she literally races against the clock. And that just spoke volumes to me of like, how much time am I wasting by not really making the most of my time? And I also loved how she schedules in that time for her personal business, and then she schedules in time for her team. And then in the afternoon and evenings is completely unplugged time for her family that she schedules in. And that spoke so much to me, because going into this conference, I was just kind of feeling like I'm all over the place. I'm always answering texts and messages while I'm taking care of the kids, and I hate that. I want to be 100% present, and it just showed me that that is totally possible. If the number one coach in the company can do that, then we all can as well. And I just really loved those tips of scheduling out everything. She uses Sunday mornings for like 2 hours in the morning to plan her entire week, and said that that is gold to be able to sit down and plan out the week. So then she knows when she's going into those meetings and into those power hours and everything, she's intentional with her time and is able to be so much more effective. So I would say that that tip was huge for me. Just really time management and planning ahead and being intentional. And I came home and turned off notifications, and like, it has been already a blessing. So I'm excited to keep applying that. And she also said, you know, spending 80% on your own business and then 20% on your team is huge. And I've heard that before, but I've always kind of struggled with it. And I find that when I'm not spending that 80% on my personal business, then I kind of go into management mode, and my personal business isn't growing forward. So again, that was just a huge reminder of needing to keep my priorities in line. And then another takeaway I had was just how valuable Shakeology is. I've known that for myself. I've known that for my challengers. But if we, listening to Darren Arlene talk, gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is so silly. Listening to him talk about it, and it was just like, we are so blessed to be able to drink this every single day. The links they go through, the high standards they have for quality, for testing it at like the utmost level, and just if we really spent the time to educate ourselves on the ingredients, and if we took an hour of our time every single week, and that could be spread out throughout the week, but to educate ourselves on Shakeology and what it is and what it's doing for our bodies at the cellular level, how much more passion would we speak about it in our posts, and when talking to people, how much better would we overcome objections? Because really, if someone's giving you an objection on Shakeology, on the price, or just drinking a shake, then it's really just because I feel that we haven't done, like, I'll say this for me, I feel like if I'm getting an objection, I just haven't done my part in educating them on how amazing it actually is, and that it is not like anything else you can get anywhere else. So that really stuck with me. One of the last things that I loved is Michael Folsom was talking about team culture and how that is everything, and that people need to feel loved and valued as people, not a number, not coaches. And again, I've known this because I know that I feel like, obviously we all want to feel loved and valued as a person, and so it just really reminded me though of where to put my focus, and that, you know, people don't need to be pushed, they just need to be loved. And it also reminded me how important it is to continue to create team culture and a team vibe of family, and I loved that. And my very last takeaway, I promise, I'll be done hacking. But my last takeaway was just what a blessing it is to be a part of this company, because like I said, I went there not knowing really what to expect, knowing pretty much no one. I mean, I knew faces a little bit on social media, but just meeting so many amazing women, meeting so many amazing people, and like listening to their stories and hearing like all different walks of life and how they came into Beachbody, and just it immediately, it's a family, it's a sisterhood, a brotherhood, or whatever. It's just, it's such a gift to be a part of this company, and you've got to go to the New Leader Conference. So those are my takeaways. I'm sorry it's a little scattered and all the hacking and everything, but thank you for taking this time to listen, and thank you so much for having me on. It was a complete honor, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Bye, guys.